And you went to live with your aunt?
In Detroit, Michigan.
Now, what did it feel like? You were starting all over. I mean, what did you do?
Well, first thing I had to get a job. And jobs were scarce in those days. In 1935, it was hard to find a job. And I was told not to tell anybody that I'd been in prison. That's what they told me when I left the prison. Don't tell anyone you've been in prison. But when I'd go to fill out an application for employment, they said, have you ever been convicted of a crime? I put on there, no. And let them check it out if they wanted to. And so, but when I got to my aunt's house in Detroit, Michigan, she was shacking up with a joker named Edgar. And he had pox marks all over his face, enough to frighten the average person, because he looked scary. But there was something about him that drawed her to him. And I only stayed there 2 weeks. I only stayed in that 2 weeks. I was supposed to stay there a whole 5-year parole period. But the thing of it is, in that 2 weeks I was there, before I went down and told my parole officer I couldn't stand it anymore, I had to be on my own. And he let me be on my own for the next period of time. And I noticed when I went with Edgar in his junkyard shopping cart, he'd come to a place in the alley and see a garage door open, and he'd go in there and pilfer whatever he could use to get money out of, and that scared the hell out of me. I said, Lord have mercy, don't let me be caught, because they'd be sending me back to prison for a parole violator. And so I went down to my parole officer, a young white fella, and I told him my condition and how I was suffering and how Catherine and Edgar was arguing all the time, going to kill each other. And it just had my nerves all edge. And I said, if the police would come by and catch us in there, I'd be caught as a parole violator. So this young officer sitting there and listened to me, and he said, all right, Mr. Cameron, said, I'm going to let you be on your own.
And you managed to get jobs? I was reading through a whole list of jobs that you managed to get.
That's right.